That there sums up my childhood. Football, goalposts, green grass, no computers, no video games. Just plain green grass, somewhere to play, some mates to play with. And that was it. How you doing, peeps? Another video. Good to have you all with me. I'm on the old park farm. I'm on one of the top greens. Cherry. I couldn't think of the name of the green. And I spent most of my childhood round here. Growing up. And back then it was the simple things in life. When I look at a few things today. Again, the simple things in life. And I want you to join me on a little look about Time with Chris. Welcome to the channel. That's one of these garage sites, guys, I've been on about. It's what the council, obviously this has been put in. We never used to have this stuff like this. But yeah, the garages there. There'd be a lot more garages knocking about. Back end of Gornal tyres. But there was all those scattered all over the old Park Farm estate. Little garage sites like that. And I'm sure I had a think about it last night while watching the telly. I'm sure my dad used to pay something like £5, maybe £4 a month extra on top of the rent. He'd pay like a rate thing. But yeah, since gone. And down here, right down there's where I used to have my haircut. My dad used to take me to a barber that everybody around here would know, a guy called Sid Lovell. And Sid liked his horse racing, so while he was cutting your hair, he'd light up the old roll up and he'd have the horse racing on. And there's also a television shop that's shut down, and it's right down the bottom there. Right down there. That used to be Law's televisions, and Mum and Dad always used to have. Back then you couldn't afford to buy, they used to rent the television off Mr. Law, and if anything happened he'd come out and repair the television. It was all part of the service. And that shop's been empty now for some time. And of course this part here, where Shaw's was, part of an industrial estate. A little intro there, a little look into some of the finer bits of my childhood. And have you noticed, I'm on the main road, it's part of the channel. Okay guys, where I am now, obviously it's all built up now, but I'm going back 20-30 years. All this was where they put the old slack from the mining works, and it was just all bonks, the black country coming out in there, all banks, and it's all been piled up. And I can remember as a youngster you could come over on your bike and test your biking skills. And before I did this video, I've been thinking about this. I've tried to find some old photos. You can see, look, there's vents. The venting shafts, look, underneath. Because there are still mining workings underneath, even though a lot of the stuff has been filled in. And it stops any build up. There you go, look. I haven't been down this way for absolutely. There's a little bird in there. He's flew off, has he? He's got something in his mouth. That little bird, he's hopped off. He's hopped off. I haven't been around these parts for absolutely ages, but like I say, before these houses were built, I'm going to cut down here. I think it brings out, but well, before these houses were built, a lot of this is where they used to put the old slack of the mine workings and stuff like that. But they leave so much, obviously, of the green belt up. But I can remember when I was a wee lad, I can remember them building all this. There's a lot of the places now, I mean, we've said this before on the channel, guys, a lot of the old pubs I used have been probably turned into restaurants, or they're no longer, they're apartments. The Gypsies tent I covered the other day in a video at the top of the town, that's now flats, different apartments. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 apartments up there, you know. I can remember my relations, I never went in there, I was too young, but my relations telling me about the Gypsies tent, the 2 brothers that own that. Apparently they fell out and didn't speak to each other for some time. We come out onto a bit of ground now, but like I say, this here, and you've got the hospital further down. It used to be the hospital, we've covered that recently. All these houses were built on old pit shafts. Scary as it seems, they are. For a fan of Mr. Dave's Balties, this is the factory. Oh, it's still open. This is where they used to make Mr. Dave's Balties, right here on Eville. It's on Parkway Road. There we go. And of course, on the Himley Road you have the Hilly House. Nice establishment. They're currently showing the Women's Six Nations there. Nice little place around the back and nice little beer garden. I'm still keeping on the main road theme, guys, have you noticed? So I'm still on the Himley Road, guys. And just adjusting the microphone. I always remember my mum telling me when I was a baby many moons ago. She walked from our house. She pushed me down here to my granny's who used to live here on the Russell's Hall estate. Let me show you some old memories down here on the Russell's Hall estate, Merrifield Road. There was a bus shelter somewhere along here that we used to get the bus back home. And there's the bus stop. Changed now, that's exactly the same place as it was all those years ago. Once we've been to my grand's, I can't wait to that bus stop and catch a bus back into the town and get a bus back home. Memories there, guys, when I was a wee boy. Still on the road. I haven't been down here, this is Russell's Hall, for years. Where this is now, there used to be a park on here. My gran lived in the flats just over there. There's a block over there where my gran lived, and we'd run over here and play on the park. No traces of that park whatsoever. It's all gone, all disappeared. Yeah, the park was right here. Right here, guys, right here. The swings, slide, climbing frame, and a small roundabout. Well, two lots of swings, sorry. And I can't believe it's all gone. You can walk through here. It's now called Barrow Hill Nature Reserve. I can tell you what, guys, back in the 70s, the park was here. It was here. Swings, climbing frame was there, swings here, swings just over there. And I've spent many happy hours playing on here when my nan's had enough of me hanging around the flat. And if any of my relatives watching the video, they'd remember. It's very strange because I haven't been on here for absolutely years. So there we go. There's garages just along here. It's now Barrow Hill Nature Reserve. Because obviously when I was younger, 5, 6 years of age, Mum and Dad were working, so they'd send me down to Ross's Hall to stop with my nan, and that was again simple things in life. I mean, I remember some young lads coming on here and we had a game of football just over there. Strange how time changes things, guys, isn't it? Really, really is. Right, guys, I've just come back up the road. This little park here, this has been here for some time. This park has been here for some time. Give me a chance to get your breath back. Steeping back that Himley Road. Right, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, a little trip back in time. A mixed bag again today, as I'm saying. Cheap and cheerful, as we do on the channel at the moment. Not long to go now before I set off for sunnier climates. And that's it. Nice to have had you along. Don't forget, what counts with YouTube is the amount of likes I get. So if you don't watch the video all the way through, the thumbs up button. Subscribe for more details on my shenanigans around Dudley in the West Midlands. I'm not making sure I'm not going to tread in anything that I'm going to take back home and put on the carpet or the laminated flooring. So there we are, guys. There's Evil Flats just in front of you, and we've been to the Russell's Hall estate. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you on the next video. Ta-ta for now.